Hello everyone and welcome to the Hopin Facilitator training. Today we're going to take a look through the Hopin environment and hopefully answer a couple of questions you have out front about exactly what it means to facilitate authentic relating games and circling online, at least at a mechanical level. So if you follow the link listed above and below inside of our Facebook group, it's going to bring you to this landing ticket page. You're going to see Facilitator Private listed for free. If you do not see the Facilitator ticket, you have followed the wrong link. Abort. We need to be able to sort you, recognize you, and set you as a moderator with privileges inside of the environment so you'll be able to invite people on and off your stage. Please follow the correct link. Get yourself right here. So, since we're ahead of the event, nobody else is going to be able to see this. I'm in organizer mode as the producer of this online interactive space. So this is what the landing page will look like as soon as it opens up to everyone. We're going to go ahead and see all of our sponsors, the schedule. You can add any of these calendar events to any major calendar that you have. It'll automatically add it by just clicking on this. And we're just going to take a quick jaunt through to orient you. On the left-hand side of the screen, we have our reception area, which is where we are right now, our stage, our session environment, our networking, and our expo. And on the right-hand side, you'll see various forms of interaction available in text. This is our universal chat, any polls that come up, and one-to-one interactions and connections can be made right here by sending DMs and private messages. The stage is where our film festival is going to be happening, in addition to a couple of Q&As and panels throughout the course of the festival, which will show up on that same schedule. Got a lot of fantastic programming for everyone. And the session environment is where you're going to be spending most of your time as a facilitator. We're going to be working with moderated sessions and open sessions. The moderated sessions are going to be your homes. So let's go in and take a look at circling. Once you get in as a moderator, you should be the first moderator here. You can share your video and your audio. And as soon as you do that, you're going to see a moderation panel pop up in the lower left-hand side of your screen. When someone wants to join, a large plus sign is going to pop up right here with their name on it. If you've invited them to join or you'd like to bring them on stage to share their audio and video with you and interact, all you have to do is click that plus symbol. We can have up to 20 people sharing inside of any one of these environments, as well as up to 5,000 people watching any of these live sessions occurring. You'll see right here that another tab has been added on the right-hand side of the screen in the chat. The session is dedicated specifically to this environment. And if you'd like to see what's happening globally in the chat, you can click over to the left-hand side, and boom, you see everything that's happening in chat all over the event. You also have access to polls and private messages here as well. So what happens when we want a breakout room? Well, you don't have to create one. You don't have to personally assign people to any of them. If you say, hey, I want you, you, and you to head over to breakout room number 2, all they're going to have to do is click on the left-hand side of their screen on sessions again, travel on down here to breakout room number 2, share their audio and their video again, and they'll be able to jump in and communicate with anybody else that's in here to engage in the type of interaction that you'd like. We're also going to create another 6 of these for the Authentic Relating Games environment with participant structures of up to 20 people. In the circling environment, we've limited to 6 because we don't think that people are going to need larger than 6 groups. So let's navigate back over to that circling session so I can talk a little bit about the Authentic Relating Games. So Authentic Relating Games we're designing in this environment specifically for one-on-one interactions, with maybe a few exceptions. The reason for this is we don't know how many people are going to show up. So if we have 10,000 people and only 15 can actually be participating in circling, 20 can be participating in counseling, and maybe there's a participative restorative practices event going on. We want people to be able to engage through Authentic Relating Games, which means we're going to push this through on our main stage and into our session environment so that anybody that pops in will have a place to go. So once you've described the event and maybe modeled it by inviting someone on stage in the session environment, you're going to ask everyone to click on the networking tab. So what's going to happen when they click on the networking tab and there are other people in here is once they hit ready, it's automatically going to pair them in a chat roulette format with someone else. And we get to set the upper and the lower limits. So if you want a 2-minute game, I'll be working in real time to limit the interaction time to exactly 2 minutes. When that 2 minutes is up, it's automatically going to pair them with someone else. So all you're going to need to say is, this is the amount of time you have. In the upper right-hand corner, it will tell them how much time they have left in their interaction cycle. And then when it finishes, it'll automatically pair them up with someone else. So if you tell people, hey, I want you to do this 3 times with people, all they have to do is count the number of interactions they've had, and when they're finished up, they come back to the session environment, into the authentic relating games area, and they'll be able to link back up with you. Now, I know there are other questions that are going to come up, and this is a lot of information to take in. It's another platform. I get it. We're also going to have a workshop opening up on either Sunday or Monday of this week to run through this live with all of the facilitators that can make it. We'll be recording that session and making it live as well. If you have other questions about the environment that you'd like us to answer ahead of time, or you'd like us to cover in that walkthrough, let us know ahead of time by just dropping some comments in the chat. Deeply looking forward to working with all of you, and I'm feeling amazed by everyone's commitment to this experiment. This could be an amazing platform for us to bring larger groups of people together and work with companies, events, and other types of organizers to bring interactions to their conferences, their workplaces, and other environments. Thank you for dedicating to do this with us, and I'm looking forward to meeting each and every one of you and checking out your independent facilitation styles.